First, we're going to say hallelujah as the word of praise, the word of appreciation. With the truth, sometimes people get emotional and they get into their feelings. With the truth, is geared for your intellect, so you can raise up and be who you are truly, not what they try to make you to think you are. So when we're talking about this new generation, we're talking about women who are younger in physical body. Mentally, they have obtained new technology. They were not afraid of the computer. And the word technology in Tanakh, the word Tanakh is the books of the Bible. The first five books is called Tanakh. And the word Tanakh and technology is the same. Is the information from the scribes, the ones that wrote the continuance of what they were getting in the form of revelations from the word reveal, revelation from the word revive, revelation from the word read, which pertains to ray, which pertains to the light, or real. So all these words with the old generation, because they were anxious and they were duped by the teachings of this, what we call English. So now we have a new English, an angelic English. And when one takes the time to manage their lives, which is called time management, they will be able to reset themselves. When we speak about the old and the new from a biblical sense, and then add on to a scientific an analogy, because we're scientists and you have to get to that degree. No longer just a servant obeying the rules from your master or slave master, but now you are the embodiment of that breath of life, that that breath of life that made you who you are, a representation of that breath of life, that energy, that vast energy that controls all. You are part of the all. It was so many things that I wanted to share with you immediately, but as a builder, as you say, a carpenter, you say Jesus was a carpenter. So we use examples that you already know, even though they may not be the best examples for what I have to share for you at this time. It will lay down the foundation of where we're going. In my attempt to give you this knowledge, I have given you some books for the Google, which was the Injil. The Injil is the revelations from the stories that we call hadith, or the testimony of the disciplined ones who are now referred to as disciples. So now you know you have to have discipline if you want to be in the following and learning of what they call Jesus, or they call Isa ibn Maryam, this Jesus, the son of Mary, or Isa, the son of Mary. You have to know that Mary is Ma, or mother, and the ray is the light that she carries as being a part of the feminine energy that grows. This word grow is the same word as create. The word create and grow is the same. So people who have no knowledge of the scientific part of themselves is dormant. So this new generation has a chance to overcome and get what we call resurrection. The resurrection of the downtrodden, the resurrection of what we call the living dead. What happened is that the women today are not the women of ancient times. They have been shut down. Their mental, their physical, but most important, their purpose in life has been derailed. Derail means like sabotaged. They have no pure position or purpose. Purpose is pure position. 2 words. Purpose. Pure positions. They have settled to be in a false habitat, which we'll say a city, countryside, suburbs, and they do not have the unity that it will take. They are dispersed, scattered. They are tagged, and their mindset is in the state of like a horse. A horse, and they feeding the horse sugar. Well, that's what the candy's for. The candy that people consume daily can die and is taking a toll on their thinking. The sugar. Now the word sugar represents small. The word sugar means small, but they use it as a sweetness to interfere with your thinking process by way of your palate, your taste buds. So they train your taste buds to like sweets. So they tell you that the sweets is edible, and they call it fruits. But the word fruits is fruit, which means that it's a cleanser, and it goes through your body. So they take the sugar from the sugar cane, process it, and add it on to everything, and then it's considered to be an intoxicant, just like chocolate. Chocolate has benefits for those who need that type of care, but other people don't need that. So the whole medical field is already preset for a different type of people. And those who follow them, they're getting the wrong information. So as I said, the women are shut down. They have breasts that they don't utilize. There's milk in that breast. It should be drunk. It should be utilized. So they made rules that she should do it only if she's pregnant for a period of this time. And then that is the secret. That is the victorious secret about the breast. So why do they call it breast? They call it breast because it's a word they don't want you to understand. We'll get into why. Put it in the inbox why they call it breast, and I'll tell you, because it takes a lot. So they shut that down. They shut down the fact that we are supposed to live off, by, and with each other, male and female. The male is your creation, but you sit there and ask him because you did not take the time to find out who you are and your rightful position on Earth. See, you have Earth as the planet. Then you have the Earth that you're in, which is called the body. And you're stuck in this body. You're on Earth trying to get out, trying to go to heaven, and you don't have a clue on what's going on because the mental, your intellect is not there. Your programming from they call school, which actually they say fish travel in school, but the word is really shul, which means the underworld or the other world opposite of that which you're supposed to do. Now, it may sound confusing right now, but the fact is that your breast is to be used properly. This is why people have cancer. They have cancer because if you don't use it, you lose it. We're not talking about the other things that give you cancer. We're just talking about the fact that you're not using it properly. Okay? So the estrogen, the eating off, which they call the 69, that's not being done because of the what we call fitra. We call hygiene. People have low jack genes. People don't know how to take care of themselves. They have not submerged themselves in the water. So their offices, their openings is not proper. The birth canal is not secured. People put all kinds of powders and chemicals down and they call their noonie, and it's not proper. So it's shut down because it's not talked about. It's shut down because of the word betroth. Betroth is a way of continuation. It's a way of multiplication of the humans, or that is in human form, or what they call people. They don't got you down to saying you're people. The word people is from the word pebble, which means that you're just like a rock. And you're more than that. So now that you know that the older generation who refuse to exercise properly, who refuse to meditate properly, who refuse to use the protection that was given by the angelic realm to the prophets of how to make prayer. You say, well, what is prayer? Prayer is free air where your mental from your brain goes to a certain place. Your mental from your brain combines with others, just as the hair. The hair is an antenna, and this antenna absorbs energy from your surroundings and those who are alike. Alike means those who are like you. So you become a force through the hair, because we are electromagnetic energy, and we become stronger when we unite it. We become stronger when we use our oscillating waves of the brain to think, and that thought will travel to the next one that's recessive, and they will hear your thoughts, and they will send thoughts back to you. So we don't need the ATT or the T-Mobile or whatever cell you have, cell phone, to communicate. That was for the lesser people. Those didn't have the capability to be the overseers on the earth. In the earth is a body on the earth. So the women, which is the word omen, because you got two U's, WOMEN. So you got the W, you put the two U's together, you get the zero or the circle. So you still got omen. Omen means protector. So the woman is the protector. She protects you in her womb. She gave you substance from the umbilical cord. We're still under what we call an etheric cord, because we're etheric beings. So the etheric cord is not seen by the eye. The eye is for the senses that deals with the body that belongs to the earth. So we're going to show you the next time. I'm going to let this digest. I want you to listen to it 7 times. So there shouldn't be no questions about what's going on. And then we'll go how you can make changes. It's called resurrection of the dead. And by the time we get the foundation, I'll be able to walk you through the outformation that is needed for your proper continuation.